Everyone thinks Nvidia just released another GPU, but that's wrong. Rubin didn't just come to compete, it came to crush the competition overnight. This isn't about benchmarks, speed, or flashy demos. This is about rewriting the rules of AI infrastructure. Companies aren't bankrupt yet, but their relevance is disappearing quietly, and almost nobody noticed. Here's the first shock. Most people ask, how fast is Rubin? Wrong question. The real question is, how impossible is it to replace? Because Rubin isn't a chip. It's a complete system, a platform, an AI factory in one. Entire data centers act like a single brain. Models train non-stop. Updates happen automatically. And small competitors suddenly look like toys in comparison. Rubin flips the old AI rules. Memory comes first. Compute comes second. Data flows faster. Latency drops. Systems behave like one massive brain, not thousands of separate units stitched together. That's invisible dominance. That's what makes other GPUs irrelevant, without anyone seeing it happen. Here's the kicker. Nvidia didn't just build hardware, they built dependency. CUDA, networking, schedulers, tools, everything performs best when you stay inside Nvidia's ecosystem. Try to mix in alternatives, and efficiency collapses. In AI, efficiency is money, time, survival. Once companies commit pipelines, hire engineers, and train models around Rubin, leaving becomes painful, slow, and costly. That's how Nvidia quietly crushes the competition. Timing couldn't be better. Demand for AI infrastructure is exploding. Data centers are sold out. AI budgets are skyrocketing. Everyone wants reliable, scalable systems. They don't care about clever chips. They care about performance at massive scale. Rubin delivers exactly that. Seamless scaling, failure recovery, predictable results. Things you can't see in a benchmark, but that decide whether an AI system succeeds or fails. And this is where the overnight effect comes in. Companies that can't scale like Rubin simply don't get invited to the table. They aren't bankrupt financially. They're bankrupt in relevance. Rubin isn't just a product. It's a gravity well. Once you step in, leaving isn't optional. Momentum is locked. Ecosystems are controlled. Standards are defined. Here's a global twist. Countries don't want random GPUs. They want AI infrastructure they can rely on. Rubin gives them a blueprint. Standardized, scalable, predictable. National AI programs adopting it create switching risks, not technical ones. Nvidia becomes the backbone of future AI, not just a vendor. Another brutal truth. Rubin doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough at massive scale. Scale is where power, money, and influence live. Once Rubin sets the standard, the ecosystem follows. Tools, workflows, research habits all align. Breaking that alignment takes years. Competitors may have faster chips, but they can't rebuild ecosystems overnight. Here's the reality most analysts won't say out loud. Rubin isn't hardware. It's a lock-in mechanism, a momentum engine. Companies aren't buying chips. They're subscribing to the future. And once you subscribe, leaving isn't optional. It's painful, slow, and expensive. That's Rubin's genius. Not flashy, not loud, not immediately obvious, but unstoppable. This is why investors, engineers, and governments pay attention. This is why competitors are cautious. And this is why Rubin isn't just another GPU. It's the blueprint for the next decade of AI dominance. If you thought Nvidia was just competing, think again. They're deciding who survives. And that's why Rubin didn't just launch. It crushed the competition overnight.